Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos otra vez desde Medellín. Hoy nuestro tema es preguntas abiertas, o como dice en inglés, open questions o open-ended questions. Pero ¿por qué es tan importante? Porque esta forma de preguntas es casi imposible por la otra persona solo para responder sí o no. Y por eso es útil, porque si nosotros estamos estudiantes con el nuevo lengua, es mucho mejor que si nosotros escucha más, habla poco. Y por esa razón, mucho mejor si puedes poner preguntas si la otra persona necesita, dice poco más, porque también tú tienes tiempo para escuchar. Ese es el tema de hoy. Okay, so hello again from Medellin. Here we are, Tuesday, and we're going to talk about open-ended questions or open questions. So these are the ones that make it very difficult for the other person really to just say yes or no. And this is useful because now we're learning the language. For us, most of our time is really, it's more helpful for us to listen more, speak less. This gives us time to absorb more of the language. It's less stressful for us because we don't have to think about what to say all the time. So to help us with this, we need to be able to think of ways we can ask questions which are more open, which means that the other person we're talking to is going to have to say more, and then we get to listen. That's the idea. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples here. I've got 4 different examples. I'm going to show you perhaps a more simple way we could phrase the question, and then I'm going to show you how if we said it the other way, like a more of a closed question, you could actually answer it just yes or no. So let's see how we go with this, yeah? Let's look at this example. What are your thoughts on the current state of education in our country? What are your thoughts on the current state of education in our country? Okay, bit of a serious question, perhaps, the way it's worded, but what are your thoughts? And notice we've said, what are your thoughts, plural? So I'm looking for more than one. What are your thoughts on? Other way we could say this is, what do you think about? That's a perhaps more normal, perhaps less academic way of saying it. What do you think about the current state of, or what do you think about the education in our country? It's an easy way to say it. What do you think about the education in our country? So you can't really answer that with yes or no. You have to give a bit more of an answer. Oh, I think this, I think that, yeah? Notice, however, if I phrase it really differently, if I just ask this, if I say, do you think our education system is good? Do you think our education system is good? You can answer very quickly yes or no. And then you've got to ask another question. So that might be what you're trying to find out. Maybe that's your point of view. You think the education system is good and you're seeing if the other person agrees with you. But if you ask the question like that, do you think our education system is good? You're inviting them just to say yes or no. And then you've got to ask another question. If you ask this question, something like, what do you think about the education system in our country, or what do you think about the current state of education in our country? They have to give you a longer answer. Let's look at another example. How do you envision your career progressing over the next 5 years? How do you envision your career progressing over the next 5 years? Okay, is this like a job-related question? You might get this in the interview. Envision is really another way of saying see. So you could say, how do you see your career progressing or improving or moving forwards over the next 5 years? Okay, how do you see? And then the situation. So again, it's asking a more rounded opinion on a particular situation. Our situation here is your career, but it could be anything really. How do you see the situation? If I ask it in a different way, Will your career progress in the next 5 years? Well, that's a really easy yes or no. Will your career progress in the next 5 years? Yes or no? Okay, another closed question. Let's look at another one. In your opinion, what are the key challenges facing our economy today? In your opinion, what are the key challenges facing our economy today? Or, other way we could say it, what is your opinion of the challenges facing our economy today? Or even, what is your opinion of our economy today? What is your opinion of our economy today? We're asking an opinion, which is not just a yes or no. If I ask it in a different way, is our economy facing challenges today? Well, is our economy facing challenges today? That's an easy, that's a yes, no answer. Let's look at the last one. What factors, notice again, it's a plural, not just one. What factors, plural, do you consider when making important decisions in your life? What factors do you consider when making important decisions in your life? Okay, if we consider, we could say think about. So something like, what factors do you think about when making important decisions in your life? But notice, we've asked for multiple factors, and we're asking something like, what are you considering? What are you thinking about? Yeah. Notice if I change this the other way, I could ask, are you making important decisions in your life? Are you making important decisions in your life? That's another yes, no answer. Now you might notice the way a lot of these questions are phrased sound very much like interview questions from those kind of TV political interviews, yeah? And there's a reason for that. It's because they want to make sure the person gives a longer answer, not just yes or no. Now you don't have to always speak like you're interviewing a politician. Notice there are easier ways perhaps of asking the same thing with it still being an open question. So just to round up on that, let's look at the key ideas from this. There are three main forms of this question we've used. We could say, what do you think about? What do you think about the weather? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about? That's an open question. We could start our question with, how do you see? How do you see this situation? How do you see that issue developing? So again, how do you see? And again, we're asking for more of a bigger opinion than just yes or no. Or in this case, we're asking directly, what is your opinion of? What is your opinion of this event? What is your opinion of what that person said? So in all that case, we're asking them to give us a bit more information. So hopefully you'll get a longer answer, which will give you more time to listen, pick up more new words and phrases, and again, that's going to help you with your fluency generally. Okay, well, that's it for the moment. Hope you found that one useful. Déjame saber en los comentarios. And until next time, from Medellin, cheerio for now.